God of War Ragnarok special equipment is mentioned whenever you see something you can't open or an area you can't reach. There's a range of new abilities and gear you unlock as you play that will help here, but you won't know until you reach the right point what or where any of it is. Generally, this special equipment is given out along the core campaign path when you hit certain checkpoints and milestones. The obstacles they deal with range from blue circle rune locks to blue and red vines, glowing yellow spots on rocks, and strange wind holes, which are punctures in rocks with a swirling vortex emerging from them. All of these are solved with a piece of specific equipment found in the game. Obviously, big spoilers though if you're not post-credits. You'll see yellow or gold cracks on the walls early on. These marks need a weapon called the Draupnir Spear, obtained at a specific point in the main story. Once you have it, you can break any object with these glowing gold cracks on it by throwing the spear at it, and then pressing triangle to detonate it. Some objectives have multiple marks, and need multiple spears in all of those marks at once and detonate them simultaneously. Doing them one at a time won't work. The wind holes are small openings with a swirling wind vortex coming out of them, and again you'll need the Draupnir Spear. You'll need to aim as near the hole as you can with the spear, and there'll be a yellow marker if you've got the angle right. Hit the target and the spear will embed in the hole, serving as a bar that Kratos can climb on or swing from to access new areas or shortcuts. The spear is also incredibly useful for hitting targets at long distances, so when you get the story-locked item, it's incredibly useful for hitting far-away ravens. The blue circle rune symbols you'll find look a bit like gongs, but they function as locks. Like the Valkyrie doors from the first game, Kratos will use the same chisel to crack them open. However, you'll need a modification first, which you'll get when you reach Vanaheim for the first time and have your chisel enchanted. At that point, it will be able to open the blue rune locks. Interact with one to carve a rune, which will create a word, which you can read open a door somewhere in the area. These red vines are similar to the blue you can burn away with the Blades of Chaos, but you'll need a little more to clear these. Specifically, the first time you enter Vanaheim, you'll gain runic arrows which leave purple spherical auras wherever they land. These magnify the spread elemental attacks and cause the blade's fire or the axe's ice to explode, covering more distance and doing more damage. That's the extra kick you'll need to clear the red vines, so shoot them with a runic arrow so that they start glowing, then hit them with the heavy ranged attack on your blade. That will ignite them and burn them away. Later, you'll need to chain arrows together to reach more distant areas you can't hit outright. Using sigil arrows to burn away red vines are essential in the later game to reach areas like the Lost Treasury. When you first reach Svartalfheim for the first time, shortly after clearing the water wheel block puzzle, you'll see piles of metal with a green glow around it, obstructing your way. This green material is called Soundstone, and it won't obstruct you for long. Not long after arriving in town, you'll get the sonic bow and arrows, which destroy any green marked Soundstone you can aim at. You might occasionally find barrels and other containers locked with Soundstone too, so hit them with a sonic arrow to break them and get the loot inside. These small structures appear exclusively in Vanaheim and contain a metal bowl full of water in the middle. These are Jotnar in origin and are called Celestial Altars and require a special item to use, a green scepter, which can be found at a key story point involving some animals in Vanaheim. Take this to any of the shrines or altars and you'll have an option to interact with it, turning everything from day or night or vice versa. This isn't an aesthetic change either. Changes to plant life and other things mean that the areas change at different times.
Come on, we're making good time.
And that's it for key items and special equipment you'll need to access some of the hidden areas of the game. There are other contextual things, like the mystical heirloom for example, but what we've listed are all the things you'll need to reach every last corner of the game.